As the backlash and the debate over the Agniveers and Agnipath scheme continues, the big question that is being asked is, what will the Agniveers who don't make it to a full tenure in the armed forces do after the 4 years? Now, the interesting development today is the kind of support that has come from India Inc. Some of the top voices in corporate India have come out and said that they see a lot of merit in what the Agniveers will learn during their time in the armed forces and look at them as eminently hireable. Let me just give you some of the details of who has said what. So, it started by Anand Mahindra, who said that he is saddened by the violence around the program and says that Agniveer skills will make them eminently employable. The Mahindra Group welcomes the opportunity to retain and recruit such trained people. RPG Group's Goenka also added to it, saying that his group would like to give an opportunity to the Agniveers. Biocon's Kiran Mazumdar Shaw has also spoken about how she thinks they would have an advantage over others when it comes to recruitment. It's not just them. There are a host of corporate leaders who've spoken out. Even Tata Sons Chandra has said that he thinks they are very hireable. Now, the question is this truly the case? It isn't yet clear what kind of roles these Agniveers would get in corporate India. And this is an interesting set of comments coming in from corporate India, who are already under pressure of reservation in the private sector from various state governments, who want them to reserve some jobs for sons of the soil or people who hail from that state. So they have come out and spoken about how Agniveers will have a distinct advantage, but how exactly, in what space and in what sphere? Remember the BJP leader Kailash Vijayvargiya's comments saying that Agniveers will be hired as security guards saw a lot of backlash, and then he had to come and explain those, because the question is that the skills that these people will get in the armed forces, do they really make them fit and apt for corporate jobs and in the real world? And at the end of the day, is the purpose of the scheme to create a skilled workforce for private industry, or is it to give the maximum benefit for the armed forces? Well, as this debate continues to brew, more and more voices are coming in on this. But remember, employment in the private sector is still a distant dream for a lot of Indians right now. This is one of the reasons why government jobs and jobs in the armed forces are so coveted, because they are seen as coming with a guarantee of a lifelong employment. Private sector still contributes relatively much lesser to employment in the overall scheme. Most Indians, in fact, are self-employed one way or the other. But it is heartening to note that corporate India wants to stand up and really contribute to the cause of the Agniveer.